No-till, ouch. Grain cart's filled up with beans, seed tenders filled up, and Nathan is getting ready to go. Big John Deere with a 53-foot field cultivator. Bye. I'm frustrated. Hey guys, real quick before we get this video started, I just want to give you a quick announcement that obviously you guys can see I am not in my house. I'm actually on the road. I travel quite a bit for John Deere as an engineer on combines, so I'm on the road quite a bit this time of year. I'll go into a video later if you guys are interested. Let me know if you guys are interested down below. I'm going to give you a little bit more details as much as I can. But like I said, I am going to be off the farm quite a bit in these next couple months. I'm going to get as many videos as out there as I can. So just bear with me. I got plenty of videos to edit, just not a lot of time to do it. So I'm going to get the videos out as soon as I can. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and be sure to hit that like button. Next video should be coming out in 2 or 3 days. Well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms. Let's head up to the farm. There's a nice shiny blue tractor down there. I wonder what that could be for. Alrighty guys, so I'm gonna get the sprayer, pull it out, and get that up to the hydrant and fill that thing up. I'm loading up my chemical trailer right now. Got my sulfactant, got my Roundup, got my Mesotrone, and got my generic dual. So I'm gonna fill up with, got 2 loads around here, and I think I'm gonna take the sprayer trailer up to Bellevue, come back, take the sprayer up to Bellevue. Let's see. Alrighty, there's Curtis. He's gonna finish our sweet corn patch, and I am going to head off and start spraying. This should be his last full day. For the cat and the soil finisher, we'll have 80 acres after today. I'll explain more later, but I'm also going to explain in this video answer your questions about spraying. So, let's get into it. Alrighty, this Nathan was down here, he planted this, and it's a little weedy, so it's good that I'm down here spraying. Because wow, it's getting real weedy. Ah, poop. There's a big old tree. Gotta get as close to the side of the field as possible so I can kill as many of these weeds as possible. So I have a good dose of Roundup in here, because it is real weedy down here. This is what happens when you don't till the ground. You gotta keep on it with the sprayer. Alrighty guys, so I'm on this straight stretches now. Got my GPS line set. We're chooching. Gonna be able to really knock this field out in a hurry, that's for sure. This is my first true no-till cornfield that I'm doing this year. We like to no-till our beans in as much as possible. If they didn't get a lot of manure, we like to no-till, ouch. We like to no-till our bean stubble in. Basically it's less pass through the fields, more money we save, and bean stubble is pretty nice to plant through. So that's what I'm doing right now. This field we farmed it for a while. It's not the greatest, but it's what we have. Individual nozzle control at its freaking finest. Individual nozzle control is just so nice. Ooh, lug in the engine. So I'll be able to zip through this field probably in the next 20 minutes. Doesn't take long. I had some questions. First one is, what am I spraying? Well, we have different recipes for corn and beans just because we have different chemical programs for both, because the reason we have a crop rotation is to switch it up and mix it up on the weeds. If you have the same crop and the same weed spray that you spray every single year, the weeds will eventually go resistant. So basically they take in the chemical so much that they just grow tolerant of it. They don't get killed by it anymore. So that's why we like to mix up, rotate our crops around. Don't grow the same thing every year. Ooh, that's a nice big John Deere. We don't have to grow the same thing every year, and that way we can put different chemicals through it, so that way it mixes it up against the weeds, and that way they don't get used to it. Nice John Deere. Looks like an 8640 maybe, I'm not sure. So you can kind of see this field is pretty nice. A couple waterways through it, but it's not too bad. There's the weed that's coming up. Water hemp right there, lamb's quarter, and pigweed, I believe. All broadleafs that the Mesotrone and Roundup should be able to kill. So for our corn mixed, I am spraying a generic dual a Mesotrone and a Roundup. The generic dual and a Mesotrone are for the broadleaf control, and the Roundup is for the grasses that are coming up. In no-till fields, we definitely want to spray that. Then I also have a sulfactant in here as well, which is AMS, and that's basically to make the spray more soluble. I'm not sure the exact reason behind it, but I believe it's just to make the chemical adhere to the plants better. I'm gonna come in here with the disc next year, level off these washouts. So yeah, that was the first question. We'll spray a little bit more. I don't think she's doing that right. Looks like she's lawn mowing the gravel. Jokes. Alright, let's head back and fill up. This field is done. Alrighty, Nathan's right here getting his bean planter ready to go. Curtis has the grain cart full of soybeans. We've been hauling soybeans out these last couple of mornings, getting those out of here. And Pat's getting the seed tender ready for Nathan. And I'm gonna get one more load. Tomcat. So there's our corn plants. I'll have to look at that before I take off, but I'm heading back to do one more load around here. This one of the last stuff that Nathan seeded for corn. Then I'm gonna head up to Bellevue and start spraying that up there. But you can kind of see, you can clearly roll the corn out here now. It's getting me excited. We have corn up a week before we started planting last year. It's pretty crazy how far ahead we are this year. I'm counting my blessings. The year's not over yet, but we got off to a great start. Yeah, it's a good thing I'm spraying this. Oh man, she's green. She's real green. This is where I need all of my chemicals working towards me to kill these weeds. A lot of broadleaves, a lot of grasses, some pigweed, and I spot some water hemp. We had a large problem with water hemp 2 years ago before I started spraying, so really gotta get on that. Dozer came and worked this a month ago. We seeded it with oats, and the oats are coming up. This will be some nice waterway and some hay for us, that's for sure. Just trying not to kill it, get about 5 feet from it. We have good buffer strip and not kill anything. So they reseeded this, and they bulldozed and reseeded all this. So I gotta go outline it. I have a surprise for you guys. I want you to guess what it is. Write in the comments down below, but the farm just bought a big purchase. Any guesses? Note the comments down below. Now guys, this would be a good time in the video. If you guys have made it this far, be sure to subscribe. It means a lot to me. We are nowhere near done with field work by the end of the year, because we do plenty of hay, we chop, we got a ton of field work now that plant 2020 is almost wrapped up. So you guys are gonna want to stick around. And be sure to like the video, it means a lot. Individual nozzle control on its finest. You can kind of see, look at all these weeds here, some thick water hemp. This needs to get killed. So it's a good thing I'm spraying this. So I got one more half pass. I'm gonna call it good and fill up and head to Bellevue. That corn to the left is looking mighty fine. We're probably gonna chop this come, at this point, mid to late August maybe. I don't know, that's gonna be some pretty nice looking corn. So filling up right now before I head off to Bellevue. Grain cart's filled up with beans, seed tender's filled up, and Nathan is getting ready to go. So I was just about ready to get on the GoPro and say, we're heading north to Bellevue. Renee's pulling the tender wagon, I'm driving the sprayer, when she gets on the radio and says something's dragging. Well, crap, so we pull over. Sure enough, I forgot to secure something and it was dragging on the road. No harm, no foul, nothing broke. So got that tied up now. Now we're gonna be heading to Bellevue, but these radios are so invaluable. Good communication, guys, is so valuable. That saved a phone call, which saved an extra minute of waiting, and I might not answer the phone. I don't know, these radios are just unreal. They're so worth it, guys. Highly recommend it. Link will be down in the description. I got the MXT 115s as well as the X-Talkers. Look at that silly cow just itching his head. Aww. Look at those dairy cows. Whee! Big John Deere with a 53-foot field cultivator. Look at that big old 8R. 8360. If you guys ever want a beautiful drive Highway 52 going up the Iowa side of the Mississippi River. During fall, this is one of the most beautiful roads you will ever drive. It's windy, goes right along the river, up and down scenic hills, trees everywhere, most of the time overhanging the road. It's absolutely gorgeous. Pain in the butt to drive a sprayer on and other farm equipment, but absolutely breathtaking. Pulling over to let people pass, and just cresting the hill going into the great town of Bellevue. Just a nice scenic town right along the river. It's got a lock and dam. Beautiful views. Hence it's called Bellevue. Beautiful view. Okay, I'm gonna leave the sprayer parked on the side of the gravel road and hop in with Renee. I'm gonna help her get this trailer situated and get her back going to Preston. That thing's fine on the side of the gravel road. Do a quick once over, make sure everything's good. This is what was dragging one of these hoses. Oops. Alrighty, up here, sprayer tender's ready to go. So Renee's gonna take me down on the four-wheeler and she's gonna head back to Preston. You may notice a different sound right now. I'm in ghost mode. So we're just coming up on the sprayer. Renee's gonna take this back up top, and then my mom's gonna give her a truck, and then she's gonna head home. Bye. All right, now we bounce. Now we keep chewing acres. So here's the soybeans I was spraying in the dark. Cart will be right up here. Nathan has them planted by now. So I'm heading up to these top two fields where Nathan just planted last week. Cart will be right up here when I gave him seed when he ran out, because that was fun. So I gotta go through this. This is a little middle fishing hole. Real nice fishing hole, guys. You ever want to come out for free trout fishing at the DNR stocks, come right here. Park right there, climb the fence, head over. So I need to head up there. I need to go through the gate and get moving. Alrighty, now I gotta cross the Fun Creek. It's at a decent level right now. It's not too bad, but great fishing spot. Nice clear water right now. I'm just gonna mess up, but you can see clear to the bottom of this 2.5 foot creek. So we'll head up on top of the hill and start spraying. I'm gonna be doing a lot of small patchy fields today, so I can't get the drone up. It'd be too much hassle, so sorry about that. At least we're running, chewing through acres. Alrighty, I got 2 pieces to do. One on that hill, one on this hill. They're getting pretty weedy. Nathan said they were pretty weedy when he was planting it, so good thing we're getting this done. And I just got a Snapchat from my buddy. He just buried his John Deere R4030. I still have yet to bury this sprayer. We haven't gotten anything stuck in the past couple of years. We are not the risky type. You know, a lot of the times if it's kind of borderline to go, we typically don't go. We don't risk it. That could bite us sometimes, but we never broken anything or gotten a piece of equipment stuck, so this is what it is. But yeah, he was not kidding. There's a ton of weeds up here. So it's a great day for spraying. The sun's out, it's hot, 60 to 70 degrees. So it'll be good. The plants are definitely photosynthesizing and growing, so the fact when I get this Roundup out there, it'll definitely do this job. Whip around and get set up to go. Fun fact, my great uncles put all these in. Because you know I know? Because they used old coffee cans to put the top of the log so they don't rot. This is the original, this is where my parents homestead, or my great-grandparents came over from Indiana back over 120 years ago, so I should do some more digging and figure out more research on this farm because it's got a lot of history for our family. Would you guys like that? Yeah, he wasn't kidding. There's a lot of weeds coming up in here. That is a lot of water hemp. Some pigweed, but a lot of water hemp. So it's good we're getting this sprayed. All this stuff should be able to get killed off pretty easily. Look at that. It's like a mat of grass. Folding up right now. Got this field done. Heading over to that field. Let's go. Mustard weed everywhere in here, and this stuff is tall. I think my Mesotrone should kill this, but man, I am glad that we are up spraying this. If we would get rain and then would have been out of the field for the next week, this stuff would have gotten out of hand. So I really need to bust my butt to really try and catch up to the planter. Oof. Toad! Our good buddy Toad out driving around. Probably seeing why the gate was open, but he knows why. Alrighty, this one's done. Calling her good. Let's move on to the next one. Well, first hay I've seen baled all year. This guy grows organic hay and organic cattle. So, yeah, first hay I've seen grown all year. He just did one bale, it might be working out the bugs. That season's almost upon us. Neighbor's got his nice John Deere Model A out. Nice styled Model A. Alright, I got a stuck poppet, number 52, so I'm gonna go out and pull it apart and clean it if I can. So that nozzle 52 for some reason isn't working, so I have a spare one, so I swapped it out. I'll play around with it, see if I can figure out something, if something's wrong or whatever. So, but when I switch the nozzle body, I gotta reprogram the entire thing. It's basically a computer on every single nozzle body. Alright, so I have to recalibrate all these NCVs, all these computers on there, so I'm recalibrating it right now, so it's taking time. What do? I'm frustrated. So I'm having more issues with that one. This time I tried 3 different things and it ended up being just not torqued. So that one's on me, but well, it's just one of those days, I guess. So I'm back moving. I should be able to get filled up and then spray off the one more load, but it's already 6 o'clock. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see where the day goes. Alrighty, back to the questions. How long are my booms? 100 feet wide. Am I ever gonna demo a Deere sprayer? I would love to demo a Deere sprayer someday. One guy said, what would happen if I were to drive 88.8 mile an hour? I would not go back to the future. But if the sprayer could do that much, it would probably shake the thing apart. Why and what do I spray ahead of the planter? So the only thing I spray ahead of the planter is our bean burn down. It's just how our chemical program is. That is why we spray our beans before. Our corn is always post-plant, pre-emerge for our first pass. So I like to spray it before it pops out of the ground, but beans is always before, and I spray 2,4-D, Authority, and crop oil. That's what I like to spray for beans, and it works really well. I won't be driving next to a bean field, but you'll see it. It works really well someday in another video. All right, more questions a little later. Gotta keep going. And here's our oats ground. That's gonna be oats this year. Alfalfa has a child crop. Alfalfa is gonna be the next 5 years. Just kind of did around the rough parts of this field. It needed it. The oats are coming up very nicely, and it looks like, yeah, no, never mind. I did not spray next to these oats. I was gonna pat myself on the back and say I did a nice job not killing these, but, well, I did a nice job not killing them anyway, with doesn't matter what I do. So now we're gonna drive back using our neighbor's lane to get back to our other field. We've got a property that we have to access going through our neighbor's property, and our neighbor has a property that he has to access going through our property. So it's a good little sharing business that we have going on. This is gonna be his corn crop. I don't think he actually farms soybeans. I think he's just always continuous corn. Just about done with this field, and I'm done with no-till, which is good because my Roundup window is closing. I got about another 10 minutes before Roundup starts becoming less effective. Real quick information for you guys. So Roundup is just they were the first chemical to come up with glyphosate. Glyphosate is Roundup, but it's been over 20 years, so everyone and their brother has copied Roundup, so you can get generic forms of Roundup all the time. So I'm using a generic form called Mad Dog. It's got glyphosate, so it does the same thing as Roundup, it's just a ton cheaper. So in glyphosate, its effectiveness decreases after 7 o'clock because when the plants shut down and stop taking in nutrients, that's when Roundup isn't quite as effective. So I am going to be all done spraying Roundup, and I'm gonna go switch over to generic Dual and Mesotrone. So let's go load up. Alrighty, let's go fill up again. Hopefully my water tank's over half full, we'll see. Alrighty, so I just got filled up, and then it took me 15 minutes to pull back the trailer around into a corner and back it back to where it was, because it needs to be facing out when it's full, because it's much easier to back that thing when it's empty. So that's what I ended up doing. It took me 15 minutes, but hey, this is what it is. So I got 4 fields sprayed up here. That field is beans. The field that we went into the fishing hole is beans. So I got 3 fields left, and I'm hoping I'll get those done tonight, and then Bellevue will be done with first pass spraying. But if not, I'll for sure get 2 of those done. Auto steer is also essential for eating while working, because yeah, I want to get this stuff done before it gets dark, because my sprayer sucks at lights. The only way to do that is to have the sprayer drive itself. Alright, I just finished up with this field, just finished up with my sandwich. Good field. Those of you guys that are wondering, yes, this is the field where I was sitting up here in the field when we were deer hunting, where we saw a pile of deer. If you guys are interested, the card will be right up here. Oh, that was a fun hunt. Too bad we didn't get anything out of it, but oh well. Alrighty, let's answer some more questions while we're waiting. What is my favorite farm machinery brand? I don't really have a favorite because I like different things about different brands. I'd say my top 2 are John Deere and Case though. Do your outside booms flex when you hit stuff? Yes, and I am so thankful that they do. Not saying that I hit a bunch of stuff, but I hit stuff sometimes. It happens, and all sprayer drivers do. And if they tell you they don't, they're lying. What the heck is that thing that you were driving? I am driving a sprayer. So what this thing does is it basically takes raw chemicals, puts it with a dispersing agent, basically water or nitrogen, fertilizer, and then spreads it out over large areas. If I just spread jugs and threw that in there, it would not be very effective. It wouldn't getting very good coverage over the plants. So this thing basically, like I said, takes water and spreads it out everywhere. What year is this thing? A 2013. Whereabouts am I located in Iowa? I am located in extreme east central Iowa. turn down my sparge pressure so I can clean out my tank, turn it into it. I think I'll run out on this pass, but I'll go as long as we can. Have I ever thought about organic farming? Yes, we've thought about it, and if there is a need, if the market demands it, more of it, then we will. But in my opinion, why would we go back so many years? Why would we ignore technology and go back to basically organic farming, which is how we were back 30 years ago? And with such a technological advances and stuff, we can grow so much more per acre than what we would have been able to without GMOs. So unless the market really demands it, I highly doubt we ever will. Because the way I think of it is, if you go back to organic, you're basically going back to using a flip phone or a rotary phone, because we're not taking advantage of the technology. It's safe. I eat GMOs every single day. We grow GMOs. I don't just dump chemicals out there. There's 10 gallons worth of chemical in this sprayer right now. 10. The other 790 are just water. That's all it is. So we're not just dumping chemicals. So long story short, I don't ever see it happening, but you never know. If the market demands it, then maybe. Alrighty, I am all done with this field. You guys probably can't tell, but I can hear the pump whining, which means we are out of product, like straight, like literally out. So it's nice that I literally timed this perfect. Exact amount of water. So let's go ahead and fold up and head back and load up one more time. Alrighty, I'm gonna move this truck back to the back so I can use the battery for my pump, chemical pump. Then I'm gonna fill up one more half load. And that's gonna be it for tonight. I'm gonna have Bellevue is all done. It's the first farm that we are done with first pass spraying. That's gonna be kind of nice. And hopefully I'll get Andrew done tomorrow. So I'll pull up this chemical trailer and get her ready to go. All right, let's fill her up. Find you a good spot to set you guys. Alrighty, now I need to go find a restroom and then let's get going. I got 25 acres to spray before it gets too dark. So there's our new seeding that's going on. Give me 1 second, I forgot to fill up my sprayer. If you don't fill up your tank, it won't reset it for you. So I am spraying along right now in the dark. Trying not to kill any waterways, which are good. And there's our new seeding of oats that I disted and Brian planted and dragged. It's looking really nice actually. In the daylight it'd be better to see, so tomorrow I'll have to show you. But I'm hurrying up, busting my butt to get this done before it gets too dark and I can't really see because these sprayer lights suck. What a beautiful sunset it would have been if I had the drone. It would have been great golden hour, but oh well, what do you do? Big old fire over there in the distance you can kind of see. So I'm spraying right now. It's getting a little dark on me. These lights absolutely suck. I don't know how many times I need to say this. I think next year I've decided, so those LED, aux beam LED lights right there, that big spot beam you see, I think what I want to do is I want to next year, put 4 of them on my roof. 2 spot beams looking forward and 2 floodlights looking out to the side. It'd be much, much nicer. We don't use this thing a ton, but we use it enough where it's just, it'd be so much nicer if I had it. I think that's what I'm gonna do. But you guys have any suggestions, any Case Patriot 30 series sprayers that you guys have? Mine's a 2013 model. Any suggestions you guys have? I'm in such a steep of a side slope that my boom is raised all the way up and my tip is raised all the way up and I'm still touching the ground. Oy, oy, oy. Yeah, we have some hills. Alrighty, now I'm on the straight stretch, the straight rows. Got 2 passes left. I should be pretty close, get pretty much close to an empty tank too, which would be good because I'm going to switch formulas to my Roundup formula again and finish up the no-till stuff up at Andrew tomorrow. So we're just about done, 2 more passes. Alrighty, good enough for the night. Let's call her quits. First farm done. Hopefully tomorrow I'll get 2 more farms done. But I'm gonna head home. I gotta drive back to the farm with the farm truck and then I'm gonna take my car home. Probably come back right away in the morning. Take tomorrow all day off because like I said, I'm worried about us getting rained out for the next week and a half. So let's get ahead on spraying. Well, I got some huge news. In about 40 minutes, we will be done with Corn Plant 2020. And this is 3 days before we started hashtag Corn Plant 19 last year. Oh, it's been an amazing planting season. It's been pretty smooth with a little bit of rain delays, but we needed the rain. So honestly, God's good. We were very happy. Let's just hope we have a great rest of the growing season. So Platt is halfway through his last field. He's got about 25 to 20 acres left. And then we'll be done with corn plant 2019 or 2020. Then Nathan's got 100 acres of beans left. He's going to knock out 25 tomorrow. And then the other 80, we're just going to wait until we can haul out, bed pack, and loads and loads of manure on them. So, like I said, that's going to be probably a week or so. But I'm going to come back here right away tomorrow morning to get spraying and hopefully get 2 more farms done. And then we'll be halfway done with our, basically I only have about 500 acres left of first pass spraying. So, yeah, like I said, awesome stuff. We are done with corn planting. Oh, that's awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you guys did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Hartung Family Farms. And of course, guys, as always, ta-ta for now.